Slope-intercept form problem number 1. Solve for the line equation that passes through point -4 and +6 and point +2 and -2. First, let us identify x sub 1, y sub 1, and x sub 2, y sub 2. So this is point 1. So if this is point 1, our x sub 1 will be -4 and our y sub 1 will be +6. And this is point 2. If this is point 2, our x sub 2 is +2 and our y sub 2 is -2. Now, the formula or the equation for the slope is intercept form. Always remember that it is y is equal to the slope, which is m, multiplied by x plus b, which is the intercept. Okay. So first, we need to find the value of the slope or the m. Okay. So to find the value of the m, the equation for the slope is m is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So m will be equal to, the value for y sub 2 is -2 minus the value for y sub 1 +6. Our x sub 2 is +2 minus x sub 1, which is -4. So our m here will be equal to -2 minus 6, that is -8, all over 2 minus -4, that will be +6. So our slope now, we can still simplify 8 and 6. This will be negative. So 2 is common between 8 and 6. So 8 divided by 2 is 4. And 6 divided by 2 is 3. So our slope is -4 over 3. We are now going to find for the intercept, or b. We will use the equation y is equal to mx plus b. And for the values of x and y, we can use any point. We can use this point or this point. So let us use point -4 and 6. Okay, so point -4 and 6. So our x here, if that is the point that we will be using, our x will be -4 and our y will be +6. Okay, so we will then substitute the values. So our y is 6 and our slope is -4 over 3 multiplied by x, which is -4, plus b. Okay, so this will be 6 is equal to -4 times -4, that is +16 all over 3 plus b. So to find for b, we first have to remove the denominator, or we need to transpose +3 to the other side. Okay, so to do this, we are going to multiply both sides of the equation by 3. So we have 6 times 3, that will be 18. And then 16 all over 3 times 3, this will become 1. Okay, since 3 divided by 3 is 1. So what will be left is 16 plus b multiplied by 3, that is 3b. So transpose +16 to the other side. So we have here 3b is equal to 18 If we transpose positive to the other side, it will change its sign. It will become negative. So 3b is equal to 18 minus 16 is 2. So to find for b, we need to cancel out 3. Divide both sides of the equation by 3. So this will be 3b all over 3. Or 3b all over 3 equals to, that's 2 over 3. So that will be equal to, okay, so again, that is equal to 2 over 3. Okay, so 3 divided by 3 is 1. And then 1 times b, that is equal to b. So b is equal to 2 over 3. So we now have the value for b. We can now find for the equation. Okay, so again, we will use y is equal to mx plus b. Our y, of course, there is no value for that because this is now our final equation. So this will be y. And our m is negative 4 over 3 multiplied by x plus our intercept or b, that is 2 over 3. So y equals to negative 4 over 3 times x plus 2 over 3. This is now our slope-intercept equation. Problem number 2. Solve for the line equation that passes through point -7 and -4 and point +3 and +2. First, we are going to identify x sub 1, y sub 1, and x sub 2, y sub 2. So this is our point 1. So this is where our x sub 1 and y sub 1 are located. So -7, this will be our x sub 1. -4, this is our y sub 1. And then this point, this is our point 2. So this is where x sub 2 and y sub 2 are located. +3, that is x sub 2. And +2 is y sub 2. And then our slope-intercept form equation, that is y is equal to the slope, which is m, multiplied by x plus the intercept, which is b. We first need to find for m, or for the slope. The slope equation, we have m is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So we are just going to substitute the values now. Our y sub 2 is +2 minus y sub 1, which is -4, all over x sub 2, which is +3, minus x sub 1, which is -7. So our m now will be 2 minus -4, that is +6, all over 3 minus -7, that is +10. We can still simplify 6 and 10. 2 is common between them. So we have 6 divided by 2 is 3, and 10 divided by 2 is 5. So our slope here is 3 over 5. We will then find for the intercept, or b. So we will use the equation y is equal to mx plus b. So we need to use either 0.1 or 0.2 for the values of our y and x. Let us use 0.2. So our 0.2 here will be 3 and 2. So this is x. Okay, let's change the color. So this will be x and this will be y. You may use any of the 2 points. So, but for now, we will use point 3 and 2. Okay. So let's continue. Our y will be equal to, okay, rather that's not y anymore, but this is already 2. So this is not y anymore, but 2 is equal to m. Our m is 3 over 5. And our x is positive 3 plus the intercept, which is b. So 2 is equal to 3 times 3, that is 9 all over 5, plus the intercept, which is b. Okay, so we need to cancel out the denominator. So to do that, we are going to multiply both sides of the equation by 5. So 2 times 5 is positive 10 equals to 9 over 5 times 5. That will be positive 9, since we can cancel out 5 here, since 5 divided by 5 is 1. And then b multiplied by 5, that will be 5b. Okay, so to find for b, we need to transpose positive 9 to the other side. So this will be 10. If we transpose positive to the other side, it will become negative. So this will be negative 9 equals to 5b. So 5b will be equal to 10 minus 9 is 1. So to find for b, we need to cancel out 5. To cancel out 5, divide both sides of the equation by 5. So we have 5b all over 5 equals to 1 over 5. So 5 divided by 5, that is positive 1. So 5 divided by 5 is 1. And 1 times b is b. So this will be b equals to 1 over 5. So we now have our m and b. We can now find the slope-intercept form equation. So our equation will be y is equal to mx plus b. So we cannot substitute any points here anymore because this is our final equation. So y will remain as y, and then our m, that is our slope, that is now equal to 3 over 5 multiplied by x plus the intercept, which is 1 over 5. So our equation now will be y is equal to 3 over 5x plus 1 over 5. Problem number 3. Solve for the line equation that passes through point 2 and 8 and point 5 and 8. First, we need to identify x sub 1, y sub 1, and x sub 2 and y sub 2. So this will be our point 1. So if this is point 1, our x sub 1 will be positive 2, and our y sub 1 will be positive 8. And this will be point 2. So if this is point 2, our x sub 2 is positive 5, and our y sub 2 is positive 8. The slope-intercept form equation, our equation now will be y is equal to mx plus b. So m here is the slope and b is the intercept. So first, we need to find for the value of m, or the slope. So we know that the equation for the slope, or m, is y sub 2 minus y sub 1 all over x sub 2 minus y sub 1. and then substitute the values. Y sub 2 is positive 8 minus y sub 1, which is positive 8, all over. Okay, wait, this is not y sub, but rather x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Okay, so x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Now our x sub 2 is positive 5 minus our x sub 1, which is positive 2. So our slope here will be 8 minus 8 is 0. All over 5 minus 2, that is 3. But 0 divided by any number, the answer is 0. So our slope here for this equation is 0. Let us now find for the value of b. Okay, so we will use the equation y is equal to mx plus b. Okay, so to find for b, we need to use either 0.1 or 0.2. So let's use 0.1. Our 0.1 is point, ordinates 2 and 8. Okay, so we are going to use the x and y of this point. So our x here will be positive 2 and our y is positive 8. And then we will substitute that to the equation. So y, that will be positive 8, equals to the slope, which is 0 multiplied by x plus the intercept, which is b. So 8 will be equal to 0 multiplied by x, that is 0, plus b. So our intercept is positive 8. We can now find for the slope-intercept equation, or the equation of the line. Again, we are going to use y is equal to mx plus b. But y and x now will stay the same. Okay? We are not going to substitute any values from any point anymore. So our y will be y, and our slope is 0 multiplied by x, and our intercept is positive 8. So y is equal to 8. This is now our final equation. So it is just y equals to 8.